Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test stream. Today we are going to take a look at ROZETA Arpeggio. Okay, so I've left this blank, so we're going to set this thing up from absolute scratch. Alright, so first of all we want some sort of synth for the ROZETA Arpeggio to play. So we'll use a Viking here because it's very, very, very good. And it's like mono and, it's just great. So, and then we're going to open up another channel. Okay, so you can use any synth there. All right. We're going to choose here for our instruments, audio unit extension again. And then we get to brand boss here. And you see ROZETA Arpeggio is the first one, but you see ROZETA bassline, cells, collider, LFO, particles, rhythm, XOX and XY. All those are one app. You buy ROZETA Sequencer Suite. And it's one app. You get all of these. But we're looking at Arpeggio. Now, I want the Arpeggio machine, this here, which is very simple. But I want to route that to my Oxygen keyboard. Okay. So this is going to my Oxygen, which is plugged in there. And then this one, the Viking, we're going to route to ROZETA Arpeggio. All right. So now, theoretically, if I play my Oxygen, I should have a. There you go. Which is this. Well, let's choose a preset that's a little bit more interesting, say. Okay, that'll do for that. For what we want for that. So that's fine. So that's it. We don't need to worry about anything else there at the moment. Okay, so now I'm going to add another 2 channels here. And in this channel, I am going to choose another synth audio unit. And now this is some of the, now you'll get the idea now that the ROZETA Arpeggio, along with all his other apps in that suite, are excellent. But the Arpeggiator is particularly cool as well for stuff like I'm going to show you now. So audio unit extension again. This time we'll choose one of brands. We'll choose Phasemaker. And the same thing again. I'm going to open an Arpeggio here. ROZETA Arpeggio. And again, I'm going to route this to the channel 4 one. Now we've got to make sure you're routing the right synth to the right channel sort of thing. Okay, and you may say, why don't you just route it to the same one? Well, I wanted to play a different type of arpeggio, but you'll get that in a sec. Okay, so, and then again, this I shall route to my Oxygen, and then again, we should have both playing now. Now, turn that down a little touch. And so we can choose a sound. That's quite nice. So I'm going to take a little bit of the delay off there and a little bit of the reverb as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the arpeggio instrument itself. Now you'll see now that we have various things. We can have different clock divisions. Well, I'm going to take that down to 3. I'm going to have this run across 2 octaves. And I'm going to basically leave it like it is. And I'm going to have it go up and down. So you have up and down, random, double up. Actually, I'll have it go double up. Or no. Or double down. Or double up, down. Or just up. But I'm going to have it go up and then down. Now, MIDI channel is okay. It's fine because I'm routing it all to my Oxygen, which is in MIDI channel 1. So that's fine. That's okay. And then you have shuffle and mutate. But I'm not too bothered about that at the moment, okay? Now, here is a thing. I'm going to switch latch on for this one. And I'm also going to switch latch on for that one. What that will do is as soon as I play a chord, now like this. Oops. Sorry about that. Is that okay? Yeah. As soon as I play a chord, I can let go. Now, because I've got this latched, the very clever thing, it'll just carry on playing as soon as I like, but the very, very clever thing I love about a ROZETA Arpeggio is the latch function is brilliant. As soon as I change the chord, it will change the latch chord. It won't add that chord. So, you know, some synth, if you press latch, you'll play a C, and then as soon as you play an F, it'll carry on playing the C and the F, and then it'll just latch all the notes together. But no, with ROZETA Arpeggio, I can play different chords, leave the latch switched on, but it won't overlap those chords. So, for instance, I can go from an A minor to an F, and it will just go from an A minor to an F. It won't play an A minor and an F over the top of it, so you'll get this effect. We can stop and start with the clock as well. So if the clock is playing, which is going to come in handy any second now, when I add 2 more channels, and this time I'm going to add another audio unit, and I'm going to go and add a Ruismaker drum machine, and here I am going to add audio extension. I'm going to use the ROZETA sequencer suite again, and I'm going to add an XOX. Now, the XOX sequencer you will see is kind of like your standard kind of drum machine. What we'll do now is route our Ruismaker to our XOX here, like this. No, don't need to do that. What I need to do is route the XOX. Let's preset XOX to the Ruismaker. So, because I want this to play, we go again. I want this to play Ruismaker. Okay. So, what we can do now is if we press play, you won't hear anything, but you will see it start to track. So you need your sequencer running to play the things like the XOX and stuff like that. So you may as well just leave your sequencer running, sort of thing, for this kind of thing. So what I'm going to do now is hit this little button here, and I'm going to generate a rhythm. Okay. Why can't I hear it? Why? Have I done it wrong again? Wait a sec. Should I have routed my to the, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all I need to do. I need to route the audio from the drum machine to the XOX, so the XOX is playing that. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe you get the idea. So now we've got, we can, if we want to, we can make our own patterns. And we can, sorry, I don't need that. Then we can go to Ruismaker and we could say change the sound or load a different drum kit if we like. That's cool. Now when we play our latch as well, it'll all be in time. So now you're getting to see, oh yeah, this is starting to sound pretty cool now. So maybe we could go to our filter section here, and we could start to adjust the sound for the Viking a little bit. an effect. We'll add another effect to the Phasemaker. And then we could go on. So let's add another, on the two channels, let's add another synth. Say now, of course, the beauty of audio units is that you could add another Viking if you wanted to. And let's do another audio units extension here, and let's add another ROZETA Arpeggio. Let's make sure we are rooted in the right direction. So channel 8, we want that to go to channel 8, there's O, and we want this, sorry about that, we want this routed to our oxygen again, and this time we'll just choose a sound. Let's just, excuse me, and close that a sec. Let's just solo that so we can hear what we're doing. That's going to be quite nice for this because of what I want to do. For this, so, and then we're going to go to our arpeggios, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to increase the clock divisions to 8, and I'm going to have this go double up, double down, so we'll get this effect. Might be a bit much, so we'll just go up and down. That might be better, more of the effect I want. We'll have it go over 3 octaves. then we could take it a step further if you want. Now you can see now you can mute solo. Now if you want to, you can also hit record on all of these, and it will record every single one of these channels separately into a file set that you can access from Audio Share, or you can route it into Cubase's and record it onto separate tracks, or Audio, or whatever DAW you use. So one more thing before we go, what we can do also is, now we could get really complex if we wanted to. What I could do is switch the keyboard on, which is Bluetooth MIDI, then load in noise, then route that to a separate channel, but it all gets a little bit complicated at first. So I wanted to do this from scratch, so you see how it's pretty simple to build them up from scratch, and you start to get like quite a good setup going. Now what we're going to do is, again, we'll use an audio unit extension because they're easy. This time I will use, I don't know, Phosphor. Okay, but this time I'm just going to route Phosphor to the Oxygen keyboard. So, right, so it starts to play. So, let's choose a slightly better sound. So what will happen now is I'm also at the same time as if we stop that, was triggering the other ones, the ones I've already got routed to the Oxygen as well. So now we'll start with the drums. And when I play now, it will just play the chords for Phosphor because it's routed nowhere other than to the Oxygen keyboard. But my latch stuff will still play because all my arpeggio ones, my 3 arpeggios, are also routed to the Oxygen keyboard, so you'll get this effect. So you can't really play a wrong thing because the latch is so clever, it's not overlapping notes. Also, whatever you play on the keyboard has just been translated into what's playing there. So as long as you know what you're playing, so if you played something like in the key of A minor, which is really easy to do, then you could then go further on and you could set up colliders and troublemakers and other synths just triggered in an A minor and stuff like that. Oh, it's cool beans. Okay, guys, there'll be links in the description for all these apps and stuff. I hope you enjoyed this, and I really do hope you found it useful and interesting. I'll go, again, more detailed stuff with how, like I said, you could set record up for all of these, like this, record, and as soon as you hit this record button over here, then all of those are going to be recorded as separate files for as long as you're recording, and then you could drop them into any DAW and edit them as you wish. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a patron, and I will see you guys later.